So for instance, on Bitcoin, it's one of those scenarios where, I noticed very early on over the last couple of years that there's a 4-year cycle, right? So for me, as much as I love the idea of Bitcoin long term, it's like, well, if we know we're coming into a cycle and we have a classic double top, which is a technical term for resistance, why would I be in Bitcoin up there and just hold it knowing that price is going to come down? So it's a very hard kind of thing for me to get over and get to that long-term investor mentality when it's like, well, if I wait a week, I can buy it a lot cheaper. Why wouldn't I do that, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of where I come from. And in looking at the charts, it's all about price pattern and time. When you're analyzing charts, what you're actually doing is analyzing human emotion. And you might say, this is the weirdest thing ever. How would that be human emotion? Well, remember, charts go up and down by buyers and sellers. So when charts are going up, people are buying. There's more buyers, which is greed starting to perpetuate. Same thing on the downside, fear when sellers and the price is going down. So you're really reading the emotion of the investing world by reading charts. And if you're a psychologist or if you're someone that's into reading human emotion and you understand the counter trend ideas, you can actually do really, really well. Social media today has really kind of gotten inside of all of our lives, whether it's Facebook or Twitter or any of these other things. And what that actually has done is kind of created even bigger waves of greed and fear, right? Because you're seeing these influencers posting about it, and again, obviously they're long when they're pumping it, and you have to understand the kind of underlying metrics there. But it creates this wave of greed that gets a lot more people to jump in. And just like you said, the time to do it the time to buy Bitcoin is when everyone else is scared, not when everyone else is saying, hey, it's at 65,000. It's going to be at 100,000 by the end of November. You have to kind of step back and say, wait a minute. I remember in the .com era when this happened, and look at what happened there. I remember in 2007 in the stock market, and you look at these historical patterns and it just happens to repeat over and over. And like I said, it repeats because human emotion never changes, right? People are greedy, people are fearful.